Max from the planet of Cool, dedicated to unconditional love. Max, the new kid at school, told us he came from the planet of Cool, where everything's made out of concrete and steel and girls don't exist and nothing's unreal. We all gathered round on a big patch of grass to hear about Max on his first day of class. What I heard as he told us his mixed-up wild tale made me think he was crazy like a blue-tailed big snail, and that's pretty crazy. So I left him alone, stayed away from his seat, 'cause clearly he's nobody I'd want to meet. But week after week, day after day, Max was there to say what he'd say. And all my friends were too busy to play. They were with Max and wanted to stay, so I finally decided to join them today. And Max was saying wild crazy things about cars all flying without any wings, and oceans all filled with orange soda pop, plus force fields all around making outsiders stop. And then he told us more and more about this place he's homesick for, where everything's made out of concrete and steel, and girls don't exist, and everything's real. I sat there and listened, not making a sound, but as he kept talking, my mind spun around. I didn't want to like this kid, but I couldn't help it. I actually did. But please don't tell anyone. When recess was over, I sat at my desk and tried to think while taking a test, but I could not stop thinking this thought. Is Max an alien astronaut? Maybe he isn't so weird after all. Maybe he's normal and likes to play ball, or whatever they play on the planet of steel where girls don't exist and everything's real. And later that night, when my room was all calm and I could quietly hear the distant voice of my mom, I lay in my bed and thought how it'd be to travel and see what Max likes to see. I wondered what I'd be able to see in a land with no plants, not even a tree. Can you imagine what they'd eat for a meal on a planet without girls where everything's real? They'd probably eat bugs and stand on their head while the faraway skies turn a bright color red. Or maybe they drink their orange soda pop sea, all the soda you want, and all of it free. In my dream that night, Max had his ship to take us on a flying trip. We flew so far and traveled fast, with stars and galaxies rushing past. So many magical things to do, like flying over mountains made of blue goo, and listening to star songs we clearly heard, while quietly flying with never a word. I woke up cozy in my bed, thinking about things Max had said, and on my way to class today, Max was dressed in astronaut gray. He smiled as we walked to school and talked about his planet Cool and how they'd have to change the rules and let a girl come visit. And that's how magic friendships start.